Alright, so today we are revisiting this kind of classic techno lead synth sound. This kind of synth that you can play. So, new MIDI track, Wavetable for the MIDI. Well, you could hear you can use the whole spectrum, but here I use F and then it's +1 and that's -2. Okay, we're just gonna pitch it 12 semitone, and one of the characteristics of this sound is this kind of super saw detune unison effect. So first we need two sawtooth, oscillator 1, we're gonna choose the saw plus with detune, and we're gonna detune it 17 cents. So here doesn't really work the detune because we need a second oscillator, and here this time we're gonna use pulse dual. Now you can hear the detune. Okay, and we're gonna detune this one an octave down and detune as well. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna put it in mono and we're gonna use the classic unison. So obviously a lot of stereo and detune, 8 voice and amount almost to the max. Okay, in terms of amplitude, volume, we want something very powerful, so sustain at the maximum, no attacks, or like this is straight up blast on, full on at the maximum volume. Now we can use a low pass filter again to tame this frequency and modulate it with an envelope. You can crank up the resonance maybe. Okay, like this you get a nice whipping effect when you open. We're gonna put it around 300 and we go to matrix and you're gonna modulate this filter with envelope 2. We're gonna choose around 50%. Okay, cool. And then you want something plucky, so 0 attack. We can leave the decay and the release like this, and then it's our sustain who's gonna basically decide if it's something plucky or a bit more like less plucky. Let's go around 30%. It's like a good middle way. And then I'm just gonna bring down the volume because later on we're gonna make things a bit more louder. And that's pretty much it for Wavetable. Now I wanna add a bit of noise and I'm gonna use Ableton vocoder. I like to add noise because noise is acting kind of as an exciter. A little bit of amount of noise in the transient really kind of make the sound brighter. I mean, it kind of tricking your brain to make it brighter, a bit more exciting. So vocoder is nice to add noise. You need to tweak it a little bit, 4 bands. Usually I put down 3, so I just have this one. Then you can change the range like that, and the bandwidth, sometimes I put around there. This depends what you want to achieve. Then you can use format to kind of change the color of your noise. So yeah, a bit deaf. And then the release. Here we're gonna leave it a little bit longer than usual. And then obviously you bring down to 0 and you put exactly how much noise you want. Right, let me put a bit louder. I just want a little bit because you're gonna see later we're gonna process and it's gonna be too much. So when I have unison sound like this, like super detune, I like to use amp because unison have kind of this kind of buzzy effect, which is perfect with amp distortion because you got also this buzzy sound with amp and noisy. So that's just work perfect together. So put in the dual just to have the stereo and then clean. Then maybe we're gonna reduce the bass and accentuate the middle and the treble here. Here again, the idea is to having a, okay, like this. Here I'm gonna add the reverb. Usually the reverb is at the end of the chain, but with reverb you can hear better each little change. I'm just gonna put it a little bit. And now you can hear. Okay. How each effect affects the sound really. You can hear it better basically with a bit of reverb. Now it's quite noisy. Instead of reducing the vocoder, maybe we can try to tame a little bit this noise. So we're gonna use an EQ. The idea here is to kind of get rid of a bit of noise. You don't want to completely get rid of noise, so you apply a low pass filter to get rid of this noise. You don't want to apply it too much because otherwise your sound gets too muffled. So you have to find a little bit the right balance, maybe. Then we're gonna use saturator just to add some extra harmonic to make things louder. I'm gonna use the medium curve for that. just to make things louder. Now I want to really bring more that mid-high because it's quite a sound that usually you will use with the low pass filter down, so you don't have that much information in the mid-high range. So I like to use raw in multiband mode in order to be able to apply a certain distortion to the mid-high. So this way I can excite them and make them like kind of brighter by exciting just this frequency range. So here we're gonna change to 500 and here to 1 kilo. And we're gonna use kind of parallel processing. So you're gonna see here I'm gonna set, it's a little bit excessive, but later on we're gonna bring down the dry wet. First we need to remove the compressor. Now for the low, and actually for each part, the shaper that I will use, I don't really have a rule. I usually try for each band all of the different shaper and I use the one I found that sounds the best. So here I'm gonna stay with the soft and bring around 30%. Bring a bit of the low. For the mid, I'm gonna use the tube and bring it you can hear we start to get very nice character. A little bit too much, but because we're gonna bring down the dry wet, for now we're gonna leave it like this. And then high, we're gonna use the short. Add a bit more transient and a bit more noise. Now I go back from 0 and I'm gonna add up until I found the sweet spot. So here it starts to be a bit too much. Yeah, more around 30%. Now I want to add a bit of stereo, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this tool I created. It's a stereo with, it's basically a rack I made. I will put it in the description. It's for free. It's just basically a hash effect. So it's a delay that you're gonna use as a hash effect, which means that you're gonna, one of the channel, for example, the right channel, you're gonna slightly delay it like a few milliseconds, like around 11 milliseconds compared to the left one. And it's gonna trick your brain and give this sensation of stereo. So here the sound is pretty stereo. So it's gonna already, it's just gonna enhance. But you can hear how it pushed the stereo even further to the edge. And then we're gonna add a bit of delay, obviously, just to make things move. Not a long delay. We're gonna actually bring the feedback at 0. Maybe more something in the low as well. And we can maybe bring down the... It's just really add a little bit more movement. You don't want a too long delay because that's not the point. You just want this little movement at the beginning, or like while the sound is still playing. Now we have the, then after will have been the reverb we added, and then I like to use as the overall process the drum bass. So here I will first use the compressor, and again I bring down and I bring up slowly. So obviously the more you go up, the more kind of compressed it's gonna be. So then it's up to you. Maybe like this. We can crank up the drive. You can try different, but I will keep with the soft. Hard will bring a bit more bass. And then crunch to bring that mid-high range frequency. Even more. And then transient, we're gonna shut down the tail a little bit of the reverb to make it a bit sharper. You see? Like you have a very long tail. Rather than here, we're gonna shut it. I rather do that than to bring down the decay, because if you bring down the decay, then you lose a little bit of the cavernous effect, where here it's acting more like as a gate. So which means that you still got the cavernous effect, but then the tail is shut down very fast after. And there you got your sound. Alright, hope you liked this video. Hope you learned a few tricks here and there. You can grab the preset for free. I put the link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe before to grab it. If you wanna support me, this preset is basically part of my Wavetable Techno Bank 5, so you can also grab it. It's a great way to support me. And yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.